Welcome back to the Public Pool Podcast. I'm Jack. This is my wife, Michaela. Let's just dive right in. I have a question for you.
Okay.
One thing that kind of always blows me away, everything's recording, it is like I live on Wikipedia and I'll be reading about like a celebrity or like a historical person and it'll be like, oh, they were married 5 times. Mm-hmm. How does that happen? How do you get married? How do 4 marriages not work?
I think.
How do you get married 3 times?
So I've thought about this actually before.
Widows and widowers not included.
No, not included.
Although by the time the 5th one, maybe don't do it.
Yeah.
Because like if you're thrice, or not 3 times, 3 times that's, in the ballpark. 4 times a widow or widower, I mean,
yeah,
I'm going to have assumptions.
Yeah. Maybe
Sorry.
you're involved. Okay, so I've thought about this before, like why celebrities like have so many marriages.
Yeah. And it's kind of different for celebrities too. I kind of give them a little bit of a pass.
Oh, are we not talking about celebrities?
No, we are
okay.
Still. But I was just saying like I give them, it's weirder to me when it's a normal person who's been married 5 times. It's just a little bit weirder, but still.
I think when you have that much level of like money, dopamine and like excitement and like all these like tangible items in your life.
All these highs,
I think everything starts to feel so much lower.
Yeah.
Like I really do think it's like, when you're like, oh, like if I had all this money, like I would be so happy or like blah, blah, blah. I actually don't think that's true. I actually do think it gets incredibly depressing, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
So I think that the baseline for everything is so much less exciting. And so I think for relationships, you almost, for any relationship to like feel passionate and exciting, it's like both of these people are like looking for that dopamine rush of like, let's just get married now.
And at what point, on what marriage are you like, who gives a shit?
I know.
Let's just do it again.
Let's just keep doing it. Yeah.
Because to me,
with like Elizabeth Taylor,
she's married how many times?
Was it like 7 or something?
Yeah, 7 bananas.
Yeah.
Why keep getting married?
At that point, it's just like, yeah, why not? Like I'm collecting rings.
I don't know. Okay, but away from celebrities, because that's like a different circumstance.
Yeah.
There are lots of regular people. It's like, well, I've been married 4 times.
Yes.
How does that happen? How could that possibly happen? How could you, unless you're proposing 6 months in every time, like how do you have that much, how do you do that in that much time?
Yeah, I'm not, yeah.
Like how long are you with somebody before you propose? And then how long are you guys married before you get divorced? And then how long does it take for you to then get back with somebody and propose again? I don't know.
I think it's a lot of times, because obviously it's like circumstances cause people to get divorced. I almost understand divorces more than like marriage, like where it's like getting married 3 times is crazier to me than getting divorced 3 times. Because I understand why divorces happen more than I understand how many marriages happen.
Well, I mean, of course, because if somebody gets married for a 4th time, I assume a 4th divorce is coming.
Yeah.
Like it's at that point,
but
pretty likely.
I also just feel like there's so many more reasons to end a relationship. Like there's so many things that can end a relationship versus like getting to the point of being like, I'm going to marry someone.
Yeah.
That almost feels like more like of like a thing. Like, cause it was like when we got married, it was like, we were so sure of each other.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a,
you know what?
I don't know.
I'm going to pull back right here and I'm going to criticize us. Okay. Who are we to be upset that people don't get cynical and still want to believe in true love?
Oh, no, absolutely. I think.
Who are we to criticize them?
Absolutely.
They think the 5th one's the final one.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be unless they die during the 5th.
But I do think, you know what? It is a positive that it's like they're still able to be like, my past doesn't affect me. I'm still looking for love.
Glass
I
half
agree.
full. This is the one.
I agree.
I can only, and again, I'm somebody who every 6 months, every year, I have to relearn a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
Like with weed gummies. I had like pretty good span going where like every 3 years I'd forget the nightmare that I lived through. Uh-huh. And then I'm like, I'll never forget this. And then 3 years later, I'm like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You have to relearn lessons sometimes.
It's like me, once a year, I have to try fish.
Yes.
I haven't tried fish yet this year.
Don't do it.
The clock is running out.
Don't do it. We know what happens.
But every year I have to try. Can I eat fish? And then I puke every time.
Michaela's like allergic to fish.
And not in the like itchy, swelly, like choking way.
But like immediate nausea.
Just immediate nausea. I immediately puke. It looks so good. I mean, I guess sometimes the smell kind of gets to me. I don't like that. But
it might be the smell. You're very smell sensitive.
Yeah, I am very smell sensitive. But like when I go to like a sushi place and I'm always like, I have to get like a teriyaki bowl or something like that. I look at everyone's sushi and I'm like, my mouth like salivates. Like I'm like, that looks so good. Like I want it.
Yeah.
So it's not like something that repulses me. I don't know. But when I eat it, I just immediately puke.
When we first got together, I thought that you basically were not eating fish for like personal reasons, which I thought was
slightly,
but I feel like that's sort of chicken and the egg situation because I don't know. I was just like, that's so weird for somebody to eat meat and not fish.
But everyone's a pescatarian, you know.
And you were doing your part. You were the opposite.
Yeah, I'll eat everything but fish.
You're anti-pescatarian. I'll eat everything.
I'm anti-pescatarian. I'm like, if it's for like moral reasons.
Yeah.
Only if it's for moral reasons.
You'll eat dogs before you eat fish.
If it's for like people being like, oh, I don't want to eat like red meat or whatever for like health reasons. Like, I'm like, okay, that I get.
Well, of course.
But like and so I get the people being like, oh, just for like health wise, I only want to eat fish.
Yeah.
But people who are like for moral reasons eat fish, I look down upon you.
Why?
Because they don't consider fish like animals.
Well, I feel like we talk about this all the time, so I'll probably mention in the podcast. One of my favorite things is I'm on like a lot of like scientific like newsletters and subreddits and Twitter accounts and stuff.
How they always say that fish don't have feelings.
Every 3 months, so like new study shows that fish have feelings. It's like, yeah, dumbass, everything has feelings.
Yeah.
Why are we still in this weird world? Like it was only like 50 years ago they thought that babies couldn't feel pain. It's like, fucking really?
Yeah. I'm stressed out
how could you possibly ever think that?
I'm stressed out that trees feel more than, like there's all those studies of like plants reacting and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that worries me.
You're worried that trees have consciousness.
Yes.
To that I say there's only so much you can worry about in this world, baby. And you got to pick something to not worry about. Me, I don't think about South America, period. I'm kidding. I try to pick a place. South America, I'm like, okay. I wash myself of it.
Yeah.
I wash myself of South America.
No, because it's like, I obviously like.
We love our Brazilians.
I eat meat and like all that stuff where I'm like, because I can't think about like the meat industry too much, obviously, because that's something
you can't look.
Well, because that's something you know me that would like really handicap my life.
I fast forward through things.
Yeah. So it's like that's something where I'm like I know it happens, but I can't. But the idea of like anything suffering is what gets me. I'm okay with people eating meat because it's like we need to eat meat.
Yeah.
But the idea of like, oh my God, what if this tree is suffering and we don't know and it's stuck suffering?
This is the other day, I forget what brought it up, but I think I like gave our dogs like a little piece of food and you said like, one day I want to be the good guy. And I stared daggers at you. I stared absolute daggers at you because if you don't know, when it comes to our dogs, I'm the bad guy. I potty train them. I house train them. When they need to be in trouble, I hear my name and I come running down and I'm like, what'd you do? I'm the bad guy. I love our puppies. You think I do not enjoy that? I really don't enjoy that. They're both like the size of my hands. Yeah. But I do it out of love. I love them, so I'm going to do it so that they learn right from wrong.
Yeah.
What you're describing right now, your concern, which sounds like it's something you've thought about multiple times, that trees have consciousness and that you are in some way. I mean, let's be okay. How would you feel? Not even physically hurting a tree. I feel like you would be concerned if you said something around a tree that offended it.
Yeah.
Like you would be worried about hurting its feelings.
Of course. That's
why you can't train the dog. That's why I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? I just don't understand how sometimes your mom's even worse. Your mom is so fucking cute, but with like.
Although I did yell at Goose pretty bad the other day.
If they get in your nerves, and anything can happen.
I did yell at one of them because I was trying to film a boner pill ad by myself, and I was doing like an ad read, and I was just trying to do like it in one take or whatever. Yeah. And every time I was like so close to the very end because there was like paragraphs or whatever. Yeah. Goose would just start barking at nothing. Yeah. Like going crazy. And I was like, I gotta shut up. I was like, I'm trying to get this done. And that was really humbling to watch back.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm gonna delete this and never think about that again.
Because how you were to Goose?
Yes. Because I was a little too harsh.
Every now and then I'll be a little bit too harsh. It's always out of a reaction.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that when I come downstairs and it's like, okay, clearly the dog's got to be in trouble. What is the one thing I'd say? There's one rule. What's the one rule?
Don't upset your mother.
Don't upset your mother. Don't get your mom worked up. Just don't get your mom worked up. Like I'm fine. They can bark in my face. Half the time the dogs are like licking me. I don't even process it.
Yeah.
When I hear you starting to get a little shrill.
Yeah.
With them.
Did you just describe me as shrill?
When you everybody can get shrill. When you get a little shrill, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. When your voice kind of rises and I hear a little bite in your voice, I'm like, I don't want my baby to feel that way. I don't want you to put that energy out, because once your energy's out, you're now living in this energy, and then my baby's day is ruined.
Yeah.
Don't work your mother out. Don't like if you want to be annoying, come be annoying to me. That's totally on the table.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work, because them annoying me, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
I tune them out.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like things to suffer, and I just, but at the same time, we were just talking about it before we started. I was like, I'm all for being petty. So it's like,
yeah,
I live in this weird world of being petty and also being overly kind.
And by the way, you can't really. I mean,
there are two wolves inside of me.
There are two wolves, and the wolves have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
No, my God, they've never met. They've literally never met.
No, it is really funny. You're right, because I'm also the one who tells you, like, well, let's think about it. Put yourself in their shoes. Yeah. You've yet to say to me, put yourself in the tree's shoes.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you said that you had an anecdote before we started filming. I thought you were going to make fun of my jacket.
No, I love your jacket.
Okay, cool. If you're on audio, I'm wearing a really sick ass leopard jacket.
Is that what you wore when we met my family for the first time?
Yes.
That was really funny.
I was expecting Virginia to be a lot colder. So when I, first met Jack's family, I don't have any winter clothes. I'm a California girl. The only thing I had was this jacket, because I saw this at a store and I thought that's the cutest jacket I've ever seen. It's this Rick Ross looking jacket. Like, this is, I thought it was so cute. I love leopard. I love cheetah. Like, I love animal print stuff. And I was like, I need this. And my mom was like, okay, cool. And she got it for me for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
I so rarely get the opportunity to wear this jacket.
Yeah.
Because I don't really put myself in places where I'm that cold.
You don't put yourself in situations where it would be useful because you don't like being cold.
I don't like being cold.
Yeah.
But so basically this is the only jacket I had available. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm visiting your family like the day after Christmas. And so I was like, it's going to be like snowing, freezing. Like, I'd only heard of cold weather with the East Coast.
Yes. In what you've seen in the movies, in the pictures.
And what you've told me, you were like, it can snow sometimes and this and that.
It does sometimes.
And I was like, okay.
Sometimes it does snow.
So how do you think I feel when I not only brought this jacket, but wore this jacket because I couldn't fit it in my suitcase. So I wore this on the plane.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's too heavy for my suitcase.
It was really funny. You met my family for the first time, and I remember picking you up and be like, first of all, my family, we are the opposite of snooty.
Yeah.
There's a basketball hoop in my family's living room. Do you ever notice that there's a basketball hoop in there?
Yeah, it's because someone's always playing with it.
It's white noise to me now.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe that's why I can tune out the dogs.
Yeah.
Like there's always like a thunk thunk. Constant when we would hang out in the living room. Everybody's character. My sister's a yogi who lives in Bali half the time.
Yeah.
Everybody's character.
No, everyone has their thing.
But it was really funny. I was like, okay, I'm introducing my parents to the woman who I think is going to be my future wife. She works in talent. She's a talent. Like all of those.
She's a personality.
She's a personality. She's an influencer. And it was like kind of similar to like Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde showing up to class. Like she's wearing bright pink. Like it was kind of like that. Where like you don't see a lot of leopard in Virginia.
No.
Just so you know.
Yeah, I got off the plane and I kind of knew I was like, this definitely isn't the style, but I was like, but it's me and it's going to be cold. And when it's so cold, everyone's just wearing a jacket. And I was like, it'd be fun. It's a fun jacket. I want everyone to know I'm fun.
Yes.
Now I get off the plane at 76 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And so I show up meeting your family. It's hot outside, and I'm wearing this big ass pimp jacket.
How nice is it not having to meet each other's families anymore?
Oh my God!
For all of our listeners who are currently in relationships, and even not just like meeting them for the first time, but meeting them for the second, third, fourth,
the getting to know each other phase is
yeah. Like I don't even know what the stage is where all of a sudden it's like what has to happen? All of a sudden you're like, okay, I feel obviously marriage, but you felt more.
I felt really comfortable with your family really quickly. You felt like comfortable with mine, like
instantly.
And I think we both looked out with the thing of both of us had families that were really excited that we were dating someone.
Yes, yeah.
Like I hadn't I never brought people home. Like that wasn't something. And then my mom was excited that it's like, and this is a nice nice man who's responsible and
Yeah,
like
I remember your mom was like, he has a car
Yeah.
and a job. And I was like, this standards are low. The standards
They
are on
were-
the ground.
they were so excited you were like can hold a conversation.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
you were just like you weren't trouble. And so my mom was like super excited about
Yeah.
that. I don't know. I think we just both had families that were like excited that
Yes.
the other was bringing someone home.
Well, my family, I knew I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
And it was really a workaholic at the time. And I'm sure they were like,
They probably were like, he's never gonna.
we're never going to have grandkids from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were definitely very pumped. It was just very funny. It was like, the more I think about it, it was straight out of Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Like you coming in, I'm so happy it happened that way. I'm so happy. And my younger brother CJ, who was in fashion to me, was like, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God, that was so funny. Yeah, it's so nice not having to stress about that. Like all of our listeners who are currently in those relationships where it's like, well, when will I meet the parents?
It's new, it's fresh, like all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, no, that's
I mean,
I was
you're
sick
just
to-
sweating.
yeah, sick to my stomach, anxious. Like
yeah.
but immediately I'm like, you're my mom's favorite kid, you know?
Oh, I was immediately. Yeah. No, I love your mom. Your mom loves me.
I know.
We're really tight.
Yeah.
I think I am your mom's favorite kid.
I think so too. Anything you do, my mom is like, oh my God, he's just so
Your mom's like my
great.
grandma.
Yes.
Where it's just like, wow.
Yeah. I'm always like, hello.
I love that with my grandma. My grandmas are so funny where it's like as they get older and they shrink. And as a bigger man, although on my one side, I have my one cousin who's actually my godson. He's freaking D1 college football player who makes me look tiny.
Yeah.
He's kind of taken a lot of the wow factor away.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's like, if I can do something, if I can lift 2 Adirondack chairs, imagine what Owen can do.
Yeah.
And, but even still, like my other side of the family, which is the smaller side, I just remember my Nana always seeing me and be like, wow, oh my gosh.
You're so big.
You're like a mountain.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you're just shrinking 2 inches a year.
Yes.
You're like the reverse Mount Everest.
I
You
know.
Mount Everest grows 2 inches a year?
I did actually.
That's fascinating.
I did know that. You know, we were a little sick this week, but I think we're pulling through.
Yeah.
We did just go to BravoCon.
Oh my God, I forgot about it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, which was so fun actually.
Been to a lot of conventions. It was a really well done convention.
Yes, I was really excited that we finally went to something that was like more of a me event
Oh my God, yeah.
because we've gone now to like the NFL draft and like
We've
we
done
went
a lot
to
of
Kansas City and
went-
like we did a lot of sports.
Went to the playoffs Bucks game.
Yeah.
Most of the things we do now are sports related.
So I was really excited when it was like, oh, this time we're going to BravoCon.
Yeah.
So it was out here in Vegas too, which is great. But it was so much fun. We just went on Sunday, but it was like we caught a few panels. We met a few housewives.
Oh yeah.
It was great. And then so when we first like walked into the convention, we were like walking past a booth and Teresa Giudice was standing there,
Yeah.
like looking heavenly. Like it was like all the lights were
Yes.
on her or whatever. We're like kind of behind a rope or whatever, but we like kind of walked up a little bit
we
to
like
like
just happened to be like in her line of sight.
but yeah, like we kind of were like, oh yeah, like we looked at her, but we also were like standing there to like look around and be
Yeah.
like, what are we like taking in the room?
Taking everything.
Teresa looks right at you.
Yeah.
Like dead ass like at you and just waves like she's seeing an old friend.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the funniest things that ever happened. I was like, what?
So, yeah. So Teresa and I go way back.
Yeah.
Anyone would have thought that. I think I know exactly why. I think so. I'm not as we went. It was the thing for you. It was kind of like me going to the NFL draft,
Yeah.
or you going to the NFL draft. Like I know Bravo. I know Real Housewives probably better than you know the NFL. A little bit.
yeah.
That's why I can translate.
You see the headlines.
I see. I love the reality shows and stuff like that. But I recognized her. But I was like, I knew her name was Teresa because she's got one of my favorite looks of any person, especially a housewife ever. Where I'm like, she just reminds me of like some of my relatives almost. Where I'm like, I love her.
She's a nice Italian Jersey lady.
I know very little about her whatsoever though. So I saw her and I kind of gave her a look like. I think everyone else was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I wasn't because it's Teresa Giudice. I mean, she's great. But
Your heart isn't in it the same way.
I was like, this is interesting. I was like, oh, Teresa Giudice. She saw that. And then I also think the fact that I also stood out from the rest of the crowd for the most part.
Yeah.
I think her eyes went to me because I'm the guy in the Waldo costume essentially. Mm-hmm. And she saw me looking at her kind of like, oh, hey. Not like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And she just intuitively assumed, oh, it's the guy who delivers my water jugs.
I think she was like, I must know him.
Yeah.
Because
I gave her a look of a knowing look.
It was just so funny where it was like, because there's all these other people like waving and shouting at her and she's, like doing the crowd waves, but it was like, she looked at you and like, it's not like you were waving or like, and she.
No, I gave her a wave back though.
Yeah, you gave her a wave back.
I didn't wave first. I waved back to her. I said, no, I see you. Keep doing your thing.
That was maybe one of the funniest things. I'm like, you just looked at me and I was she just totally like, oh, hey, how are you? Like, good to see you.
10 seconds in BravoCon, by the way.
That was the funniest, like, it was just so.
Yeah, it's kind of, you're just part of my life.
Yeah.
You know? If they made a Real Housewives of Vegas, you wouldn't qualify yet because we don't have children and you have to have children and that kind of has to be part of it. Well, you have to at least be older. Like you
need to be older.
Like they're in their 40s.
Yeah.
I think you'd be pretty good. I mean, literally just if we only took a picture of you right now, you'd be in.
Oh, I'd be right in.
Like what you're wearing now,
but
what your vibe is now.
I'm not old enough. I don't think they want the older ladies, and you really do want the older ladies.
You have to.
You really need them.
You want people who are pretty much like set in their ways. This is my life.
Yeah.
And then they can build businesses and things on top of it. But for the most part, it's like, no, we're documenting. For us, it's like, who knows if we'll live here next year? Like,
also, I forget which franchise it was, like last year or something like that, where it was like actually none of the housewives were married anymore.
Yes.
There was one where it was like they all like happened to get divorced and like everything. And it was like they were all single. And it was like, that's weird.
Which I'm not saying that the cameras caused that. I don't think they did. But I think that they definitely helped.
Contributed to it.
And
absolutely.
I mean, it's not good. It's challenging for any relationship when all of a sudden you have people on the internet who have never met or know anything really besides like what's shown on TV about you, having long, in-depth arguments and discussions about your relationship.
Yeah.
That can't be healthy.
No, definitely not.
One of the partners is going to look.
Yes.
And the answer is to not look. But if it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just don't turn around. Just turn into a skeleton and fly away.
Yeah. But BravoCon was so funny because before we even went, I like looked at their like frequently asked questions or whatever page to be like, there's like a bag policy or like whatever.
Yeah.
Normally they're usually like bag and like what can I not bring or bring or like it like just standard like, will there be lockers? Is alcohol at this event or like whatever. This one was all like the first frequently asked questions were, if I'm still breastfeeding, can I bring my breastfeeding baby? Like, is there a place for me to pump if I'm still breastfeeding? Like every single question was, if I'm still breastfeeding, can I this or that? Okay. And then the next one was, is there a code of conduct? And I was like, that's hilarious.
Which is is there a code of conduct or can I scream?
Or can I just be crazy?
Which brings me to what I thought was so amazing about this convention, unlike any other convention I've ever been to. Like we went to the NFL draft, which is sort of a convention.
Yeah.
The difference between when you're at the NFL draft, the NFL players and the fans, you would never confuse the two.
No.
You know who's a fan. You don't even have to be, it doesn't matter what they're wearing. You can just look at them. Fan, player. It's so easy.
Yes.
The audience for the Real Housewives are Real Housewives.
Yes.
They're real as in like legitimate, literal housewives.
Yeah.
So the audience and the stars are the same people.
Yes.
So it literally was just like all the frequently asked questions were for the audience, housewives, to go to this Real Housewives convention, which made it very confusing for me, someone who doesn't know all the Real Housewives, to know who was a housewife.
Yeah.
Because the answer was everyone.
Yes.
The answer was literally everybody.
It was just so funny because it was like, obviously, the Bravoverse is huge, but like really looking at like all the different panels and like the casts and like the fans and stuff, all these different booths for all these different shows. I like to see like actually to scale. It's like there are so many shows in the Bravoverse. It's actually like really impressive where it's like it goes because it's like you think like, okay, the Real Housewives or whatever, but it's also like the Below Decks. It's like Summer House, The Valley. Like there's just so many like.
Which one's the Southern Charm?
Southern Charm. Yeah. Like I forgot that was a Bravo show. Like all of these.
And also, again, for Real Housewives, there's 20 iterations.
Yes.
And
then they have spin-offs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we went to like a next gen panel.
Yeah.
Which was just so funny.
Which is interesting.
That was a show I like tried to speed run a little bit. I wasn't as interested.
Caught up with it. Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard to like with like new characters and stuff to like all of a sudden be invested.
And it brings you back to the older thing where it's like, there's something, we know this couple's married. This is real.
Yeah.
The younger people, it's, like you kept on saying the reason why Bravo is so amazing and is because this is the age of people, they're stars, who don't give a fuck about being canceled or for being hated on the internet.
Yes.
Everyone younger than them is really cautious about it. And you've gone on rants about it. It's ruining reality TV.
Yes. And so that's why it's like, you can't have these, they're basically like some of the kids of like the housewives and some like basically socialite kids and stuff like that. It's like, they are way more conscious about like what people are saying about them online.
Yes.
They don't want to get in, they don't want to flip tables the way their moms flip tables. Like it's a different attitude. And so that's why I'm like, I don't think it'll do as well. Like you need the older ladies who are like, I don't even know how to log into my Instagram. Like they don't care what people are saying about them.
Yeah, no.
They're going to go to jail. There's so many housewives who've gone to jail. Like they don't care.
And they get out and they're back on the show, bitch. Like, come on. The kids, no. The kids are all going to NYU and taking party drugs. And, you know.
Yeah.
Sleeping with each other and experimenting, being kids, being alive in New York City.
I think one of my favorite people to see in person was Larsa Pippen. Because she's just such a, it's so funny because I'm like, I like her and I don't like her because I'm like, I don't like her in the way where I'm like, she's done a bunch of really messed up stuff, obviously. But I like her in the way where I'm like, that's someone who's just
entertainment.
Yes. Like that is just, that's Larsa Pippen.
Yes.
Like it's crazy just to like all the, like I was trying to like, because you've definitely like heard of her name out of my mouth and stuff like that before. And like she's on the Kardashians every now and then. And like
I've known who she is for years because she was on the Kardashians and you had mentioned that Scottie Pippen's wife or now ex-wife. I'd be like, that's Scottie Pippen's wife?
Yeah. Like for a long ass time.
Because Scottie Pippen's top 20 basketball player of all time.
Yeah. And
Michael Jordan's like, number 2.
And she's just like there. Yeah. And she's just like one of the people in this like universe. But it's just like, I was like, oh yeah, she's the one who like, she was friends with the Kardashians and now it kind of seems like she's ousted for like giving out info, but also she dated Marcus Jordan after she divorced Scottie Pippen. So and then she was making jokes that she's going to like hyphenate her name to like Jordan Pippen.
Which
and
by the way, is all you had to tell me. And I immediately knew who Larsa Pippen was.
Yes.
She's dating Michael Jordan's son now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes. Well, not anymore. She brought a new basketball player.
Yes. Who I looked up because I was like, that's a basketball player. I feel like I kind of recognize him.
He was just standing in the crowd and I was like, that feels like he's someone.
I didn't. He was basically the same level as Chris from Love Island.
Okay. Like a
professional, but not NBA.
Yes.
There are other ways to, if somebody gives you $1, you're a professional basketball player. And that seems to be what he's sort of doing.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
She was a good 20 years older, which I love.
Yeah.
I love. We need to.
She's a cougar.
She's a cougar. But even there needs to be because like when the guy is 20 years older, is that what they call him, a cradle robber? What do they call? Because it's not always cradle robber. It's more she's a gold digger.
She's a gold digger. He's a sugar daddy. Like it's that type of connotation.
Sugar daddy. Yeah. We need more sugar mommies.
Yes, I agree.
Especially like people like her and Kris Jenner.
Yes. No. Now where it's like
hot cougars.
Where it's like
it's like get yours,
count?
Bitch.
Where it's like I was like, no, Larsa Pippen's like 50, and I was like, she does not look 50.
You know what? She's starting to age a little bit.
But it's like that's not what a 50-year-old looks like.
No.
Like that's not
which has had always baffled me because you would be like, oh yeah, that's Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's wife. And I was like, did they get married when he was 35 and she was 18? No. She's in her 50s.
Yeah.
She looked like she was like 32. Then I was like, what's she doing hanging out with Kim when Kim's like 32? She was just 10 years older hanging out. She likes him young.
She does.
She likes him young.
So she does.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It was so fun. We met a bunch of you guys there. Actually, probably not listeners.
Oh no, we've been a bunch of listeners there.
But I feel like clip watchers.
Yeah.
That I would say that if like I saw someone, I'd only watch the clips. I'd be like, I listen to your podcast because why would you just say I've just watched the clips?
Yeah. Can I just say something really quick? I just think our listeners are really cool.
I do too.
I just think it's cool.
I feel like because we have a lot of people following the clips, and so they're like, oh yeah, they're fans. I like the people who listen because I'm like, this is kind of our like secret room.
You know what the clip watcher people are? They're talkers.
Yeah.
You know what listeners are? They're listeners.
They're listeners.
Sometimes we only take a second and listen.
Listen.
You know? The talkers, the viewers, freaking freaks.
Yeah.
They just watch, share. Nope. The listeners are like, let's sit down, let's have a conversation.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
God,
it's good.
I love you, listeners.
We love you, listeners.
I really do. I want, at some point, it'd be so easy to set up. We have all the gear to do this thing live, but I'll tell you what the problem is. I sometimes you have to cut out what I say.
Yeah.
That's why. You're very concerned. You are more protective.
You know what? What if we did a live event where we both had a mic, but I had a button that mutes your mic? If I'm like, he's about to say something.
Just switch seats with me. You can press this.
Yeah.
But we can't because that's your good side. We set this all up, by the way. It is so intentional. Like, I'm here. I got the tech on my side. It's so easy for me to show you how to press mute. It is. I think you are more protective. Besides the wedding ring, the engagement ring, I think you're more protective of. No, I think you're more protective of the edit. Yes. Than your engagement ring. Where you'll be sick, you'll be busy, things will happen. I go, I can just edit the podcast. No. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think I said anything controversial once.
Yeah. But here's the thing. You actually, I feel like it sounds bad when I say like I edit you out. You don't actually say anything that's like bad or like offensive or hateful or like anything like that. Yeah, because I don't have any hate in my heart. No, you don't say it, but it's the way people pick and choose how to hear things now. Yeah. Or because you don't say things in the most PR way.
You mean like when I talk about the blacks? Don't cut that. Don't cut that.
He's kidding. That like it's just.
I just like you teed that up. Yeah, the black people. Yeah. Like it's just the gays.
It's just like the thing where it's like you can't fucking say anything anymore without like the asterisk next to it. Like where it's like except for this and this and this, and it's like. You're speaking in general, normal terms or whatever, but I'm just always like...
I speak in a more old-fashioned sense, too.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's going to... People are going to take that as this way when that's obviously not how you meant it or like whatever. Yeah. And so I just kind of protect us in that way. Mm-hmm. It's more from the people of the fucking... whataboutism of everything is like more what I'm like trying to be like, I just don't even want to deal with it.
Look, the point is, I love everybody. I don't hate anybody. I choose not to think about South America.
What, so you don't hate pedophiles?
Everybody deserves love. No, that's terrible. That's bad. That's bad. Don't cut this. Leave that in. That's an honest mistake. You know that.
I know. No, half the time we have discussions and then I'm always inclined to be like, I'm gonna cut this out. But then we finish the conversation with being like, actually, no. And we get to a point where we're like, no, we figured it out because we had the conversation and worked out the issue. Yeah. And then we're like, we came to the correct conclusion in the end.
It's why, again, the dream is for 1 week for Michaela to be out of town for some reason, and we have some sort of brand, somewhere where we have to make content. Yeah. And I get to have an hour. Yeah. An hour to myself. And I will prep. I will have a doc. Have you ever seen that one? It's the cutest thing where a woman, a girl was like, my dad every Friday night goes to a bar with his friends and they print out an itinerary of topics. Uh-huh. The topics are always like, capables are getting really high. Yeah. The Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah. And it always ends with like general discussion. Yeah. It's like, I love that.
I know.
That's what I would do.
I know.
I have you approve the syllabus, the syllabi.
No. Yeah.
I'd have you do it.
Yes. Yeah. No, but like I think I learned my lesson a couple times when it was like, we would like I think one time we're like, let's rank the billionaires or like whatever. Mm-hmm. And I even started off with being like, I was like, who are your favorite billionaires? I was like, not that. I was like, billionaires existing, is that ethical? Is a completely different conversation.
You mean job creators? You mean people who create jobs?
But like, I just was like, and I was like, that's a whole other conversation. I was like, but given the billionaires we have now, like rank your favorites. And people were like, ooh, glorify billionaires. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like people were upset that, oh yeah, real fun guys, glorify billionaires. And I was like,
man, that's such a hard way to live.
It's just such a hard way to live.
It's such a hard way to.
Also, man, the F word is so back in my vocab lately. I've noticed that.
Which one?
Fuck.
Okay, yeah, because I've never heard you say the other one.
No.
But I know, of course, but I was just like, the way you said it.
The F word.
You said it in a way.
Because it's weird. I don't know. If you're like, even just me saying it right now, it's like putting you on the spot, like cuss little girl. It's like, then I'm like, fuck. But like, yeah. But I've been using it as like a filler word. And I used to do that.
It's okay.
I used to do that. And I was like, that's really annoying. And like, I can't do that because it's just so aggressive.
You're pretty much allowed. I mean, the idea of a curse word in general is so. And I'm there's certain words where I'm like, when people say it, where I'm like, that again, that's crass. But
And I speak very crassly.
you do. You talk with you got a dumpster mouth half the time. It's unbelievable. I'm like, ugh, well, take it easy, woman. But the idea that like there are curse words is really silly.
No, definitely.
And just that will not, I'm calling it right now, like that will not be a thing in 100 years. That just is so, it makes no sense.
I think
why certain words are like, why you can't say certain things in front of children.
But it really emphasizes points though if you use it correctly.
And
that's why
that's why they've always been around.
But that's why I don't want it as a filler word.
No, you don't.
It's because that's when I'm like, oh, where's my fucking this and that? I'm like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why do I do that? Like,
because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but I'm just like, oh my God, like it doesn't emphasize when I then do want it to emphasize. And also, I don't know, I just shouldn't do that.
Like, I don't feel bad when I accidentally say the F word. I'd say the youngest age is like, if a 10-year-old hears me say the F word, I don't think it's an issue whatsoever.
No.
They know what the word
kids
is.
these days don't even count.
That's what I mean. Like, who are we protecting these words from? It's similar to me of like, you know, back when it used to be like, you have to wear a tie to go into certain restaurants where it's like, that's just silly. Why?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't say these words around these people. And it's like, shit, it doesn't matter. It literally affects, I don't know. The curse word thing, I think, is just going, I think topics, that will always be in play.
No, yeah, of course.
You won't be able to say, you shouldn't talk about certain topics in front of certain people, but like the 4, you know, curse words or whatever they are, it's like, relax. It doesn't actually affect anyone.
No, it doesn't. But I just was like, man,
it's a weird arbitrary rule that makes no sense.
I go through phases where it's just so in my vocab.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be.
Well, it's really,
and not because I'm like, because I'm a lady. Sometimes I am like, I want to be a lady though, but why the fuck are we making live action Moana?
It's one of the funnier things that has happened in the entertainment industry, because like it made sense for Disney when they started being like, we're going to make a live action Cinderella. It's like, well, yeah, Cinderella came out 9,000 years ago.
Yes.
Snow White, they made 40 of those.
Yeah.
Then they did Lion King. It's like, okay, that was at the time like 25 years old. Okay, that's fair.
Which is still so stupid to me. There's no people in the movie. It's still an animated movie.
But even that made more sense to me in the sense of like, one, it's been long enough, but 2, it's kind of like, it felt like National Geographic. It was terrible.
But to me, it just is like, this isn't what like kids really want.
No.
This isn't what like gets kids. I don't know. Like it.
The live action Moana thing is so funny because like it came out when like Biden was in the White House.
It's not even like 10 years old. No.
Not even close.
And they just came out with the second one. Like last year.
I don't even know if Hamilton's 10 years old. And it was written by the music was the Hamilton guy.
Yeah.
Who got the job because he had written Hamilton.
Yes.
Hamilton's not 10.
No.
So
like,
how, yeah.
The fact that it just makes no sense.
It makes no sense. It is really funny to me. It's really funny where I'm like, so are you going to start making like 2 versions of every movie and releasing them almost at the same time?
It's just ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, I love Moana and I love the like, you know, Pacific Islander representation, like in anything. I'm like, awesome. Love that.
I could do without it, but go on. Pacific Islands are pretty close to South America, which again, as I've addressed multiple times,
you don't care about South
I just don't like to think about them.
You just don't like to think about
I can only think about so many things.
It's just not on your radar.
Argentina, you know, my brain's already full.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's what Jack always says.
Who's Lionel Messi? I don't know. He's in South America. I can't think about it.
It's too much.
It's too much.
But so I'm like, yeah, I'll go see Moana.
Yeah.
Pixar's Moana. It's not Pixar. Is this? Yeah.
No, I think it's not Pixar.
It's not.
It's like Disney animation.
But it's like Disney animation. I'll go see that. I don't want to see then the live action where you're still...
Yeah.
You still have to animate most of it. That's the funny part of it. It's like, it's just a different style of animation. You still have to do that.
It was really funny for Lion King when they made the new one, where they replaced some of the actors. Because it's the same thing. It's just voice again.
Yeah.
So what they kept James Earl Jones, and I forget the actress who was...
Nala.
Not Nala. The mom.
Yeah.
The mom, who's not that big of a character.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm forgetting the name of the character. But they kept them. But then they replaced Matthew Broderick, the voice of Simba, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the voice of young Simba, with somebody in Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. And I just remember being like, why'd you do that? It's like, I know exactly why. I know why. But then I would break it down and be like, well, it does take place in Africa. And it's like, yeah, but they're lions.
Yeah.
Lions don't talk.
Yeah.
Why do lions have to have black actors? They're lions.
But it's just.
That's a really funny
that is.
thought thing where it's like, wait, are we assigning races to animals now, guys?
Yeah.
That's really silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just still an animated movie.
They replaced, who's our favorite actor? Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane,
They replaced Nathan Lane.
Why?
The loud gay actor of, I know, because he's still alive because it came out 4 years ago.
He sounds exactly the same.
He sounds the same. They replaced the loud gay actor of the 90s with the loud gay actor Billy Eichner of the 2010s. That's like the fun. Do you guys how fucking funny that is? Do you guys how funny? They literally said, here's the evolution. But then I was like, okay, so then, like, because that makes sense. You know, I wouldn't say that Donald Glover is the Matthew Broderick of our time. Because the idea of like a Matthew Broderick doesn't really make any sense. We don't have like those people anymore, unless you want it to be like Jacob Elordi, maybe.
But no, because he's not like uppity and exciting. Like
it would have been Timothy Chalamet, but he wasn't even big enough at the time.
Yeah,
like that was weirdly the Matthew Broderick of the time. It's like Timothy Chalamet is going to be the voice,
kind of. Yeah, like yeah.
But like, so then why'd you keep James Earl Jones? Why didn't it go to Denzel? The heir apparent to he's got a really good voice.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a father voice.
Yes.
Denzel might not have been good. He's a little too quick.
Yeah.
There's a little bit less like James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Really has that like, listen, Simba. And I'm like, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Bitch, I'm listening.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm just really, really bored because I feel like I was just such I love movies, like person my whole life. I love movies. I wanted to go into movies. I wanted to make movies. That was what my heart was full of. And I just feel like my spirit has just been so killed over the past 10 years.
By the obvious business decisions.
The obvious business decisions of we can't make anything original. Everything has to be a remake. We're going to do a live action version or it's a sequel.
It is getting better though, by the way. There are more original things coming out.
Is it?
Yes, it is. And you and I, we don't go to the movies that much.
But like we would if there was more.
If there were more
stuff.
Things to really see. But I did say like weirdly, I don't know how well they're doing, so it might go away. But weirdly, it's like it does feel like there are like Sinners was a huge movie this year.
Yeah.
I think Marvel dying has been really good for the people who want original content because as always, the studios learn the exact wrong lesson, thinking that Marvel movies not doing well is about the people and not about the fact that the Marvel movies aren't as good.
Yeah.
Take that lesson, guys.
Yeah.
That actually is better for us.
Yeah.
They're like, we have to make original content now. That'll make more money. Okay.
It
won't. No. Yeah. It's not going to. Fucking Moana's going to make $18 billion. Yeah. I'm going to watch it. I'm not. I fucking love that song.
It's like I didn't watch the new Lilo and Stitch because apparently she gives up her sister and fuck that noise.
Well, that's bullshit. That's I'm sorry, but
Ohana means family.
I'm
bitch.
sorry, but the woke has gone too far with that. You can't tell me that that's not. No, that's for sure them being like she has to be her own person.
No, I think this movie again, haven't seen the new one. It sounds like it's propaganda for something.
Yes.
It's give the kid to the state, give Stitch to the state.
It's literally
give everything to the state.
It is big government propaganda.
It's propaganda.
That's what I'm telling you. It is big government socialist propaganda.
It's something. I don't know. I don't like it.
Libertarians would never make that. You think libertarians would be like, yeah, give your child up to the state? No, they'd be like, arm yourself in case the state comes for him.
Yeah.
That's
and that was the spirit of the original.
Yes. The spirit of the original was like, shit, it's the cops.
It's like, we are hiding this alien.
Yes.
Like, we are going to die for this little alien. Like,
The new one's like, trust Big Brother.
Yeah.
Go to college, get a loan. You know what you should do? Get a loan.
And you should give your kid's sister to the neighbor.
Give the kid's sister to a legal adult who is going to work through the state so that they have they can watch over them. Mm-hmm. Go to college. Take out a huge loan you can't pay for. Study something silly too that won't
make you back that money.
Land you a quick job. Mm-hmm. And then later your sister will understand when she's taking out her loans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
We got to get into segments. We've
Yeah,
done like
I
an
know.
hour and a half of podcast.
I know. We don't have a sports gossip today. So, or not, we don't have a skinny dip today.
Oh, so we just got sports goss?
Yeah.
I got 2 sports
That's why I
gosses
was like,
for you.
I was like, I could bring up other pop culture stuff a little bit, but I
Yeah.
was like, whenever there's a big Epstein week,
Yeah.
celebrity news just kind of falls
They get
inside.
really fucking quiet. Yeah. It's so funny.
It was a big, just like government week. It felt like
big government
We're
week,
not even going to
shutdown-
get into it.
Shutdown
like,
ended, but
yeah.
It's funny because it's like this is an extreme example. This isn't actually even true, but I wonder, like, you know that feeling where you're driving and a cop's behind you and you're doing nothing illegal,
Yes.
everything's fine, and you're like, oh shit, what if they pull me over? Like, you weirdly feel like you have something in your car.
Absolutely.
Like, do I have a pound of cocaine in my car? It's like, I've never even bought cocaine.
I'm literally like 10 and 2.
How
like,
would I? And it's like, what? And you start thinking about like, how could it have? I did put, drove that one person. What if they then planted? Anyway, I wonder how many high-profile people are like, what if I'm on the list?
No, I know.
That has to be a feeling. People were like, well, I never was on a plane. It's like,
Was I written on the list? I know.
what if I was on the list?
I know.
I think that is also just like, release the files. I was just like, that is,
Yeah.
I do sympathize with the people being like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I don't know. Shit's going to hit the fan.
Are you ready for sports gossip?
Hit me, sister.
Okay, so today I'm going to explain the AFC North.
Ooh, love it.
Okay, so the AFC North is the Jersey Shore.
Ooh, okay, t-shirt time.
Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are DJ Pauly D.
The Cavs are here.
Like Pauly, the Steelers are like the definition of like consistently solid.
That hair ain't moving, my dude.
Like they've had the same head coach for 18 years, longer than any other team, longer than Pauly D has been rocking the blowout with the drop fade.
So like it's been forever.
And in that span, they've literally never had a losing season.
So they just like always slay.
Well, sort of, because like Pauly, the Steelers have never had like a low moment.
Like they've never gotten a concussion from headbutting themselves against the wall.
They're also like never the main storyline. Like they haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Gotcha.
Now, like Ronnie, the Cleveland Browns are like honestly like a tragic Shakespeare play.
Forever a diva down.
Like their entire existence is basically just like chaos and drama, and usually it's self-inflicted.
Ron, stop.
They love legal drama, getting into fights. Every relationship they've ever had with a quarterback or a girl gets toxic like instantly.
I mean, rule number 1 is literally never fall in love at the shore.
And even though it's been years at this point, they're still thinking about how they screwed up with the one who got away.
Dear Sam, the first night at bed.
Now, like the situation, the Ravens pretty much always have like main character energy.
It's the main character situation.
Like they've had the highest of highs, but they've also had some like seriously devastating lows, like especially in the playoffs for the Ravens.
Like pay your damn taxes, Sitch.
And like Stitch, the Ravens in the last 15 years have like completely changed their identity. Like they went from having like the scariest defense in the league to having the scariest offense. And honestly, it feels like it happened overnight.
I love that for them.
And finally, like Vinny, the Bengals definitely feel like they're sort of like the little brother of this like Northeastern family.
Better than being Ronnie and the Browns.
Like they're always in the mix, they're always in the scene, but at the same time, when the season's over, you're kind of like, oh, that was sort of forgettable.
Low-key vibes.
Although there was a 2-year period, specifically 2021 and 2022, when they suddenly got hot.
Like when he became the Keto Guido and started dancing at Chippendales.
And Joe Burrow managed to actually stay healthy for 2 full seasons, but ever since then, he hasn't really been, and it's just sort of been like, oh, next year's our year. And there you go, that's the AFC North.
Gossip, tan, laundry.
Okay, so Shedeur Sanders finally made his NFL debut this week after the starting quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, went out with a concussion.
He's the Nepo baby, right?
Yes, so quick recap. Shedeur Sanders is a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. His dad is Deion Sanders, who is one of the like most amazing football players, most iconic football players of all time. And he also happens to be an all-time stage mom.
Like a Kris Jenner, Yolanda Hadid, a Dr. Holly.
He coached his son Shedeur throughout all of high school and college, which is honestly like unheard of. He hyped him up like he was the second coming of Peyton Manning. He retired his son's number at Colorado before he even graduated. Again, unheard of, and basically guaranteed that he'd be the first pick in the NFL draft.
But he wasn't, right?
No, he wasn't even picked in the first round. He was picked 144th overall in the 5th round. And honestly, it seems like the only reason he was picked there was because some favors got called in.
I remember that. It was like a huge controversy.
Yes, because Shedeur has like this like fairly small but super loud army of like diehard stans who think he's like a Tom Hanks level talent while everyone else thinks he's more like a Chet Hanks.
Oh, watch it. Chet Hanks is a national treasure.
And so between sliding that far in the draft and then not being named the starter or the backup, but the 3rd string quarterback for the Browns, his fans like concocted this narrative that basically the Browns are trying to sabotage Shedeur's career.
Oh my God, not a conspiracy theory.
Which like literally no NFL team would do, but especially not the Cleveland Browns, who have had 32 different quarterbacks in the past 15 years. They want a quarterback. Like they would sign freaking Voldemort if they thought he could play quarterback. They're way too desperate to be petty.
But so he finally got in a game?
He did, but sadly it was the downfall that his haters have been preying on.
Gagged.
Like, it wasn't just bad. It was literally the worst quarterback performance this season.
Like a Fergie national anthem level?
Sweetie, his passer rating was 13.5.
You make me sick. What does that even mean?
Put it this way. If he had simply spiked the ball into the dirt every play, his passer rating would have been almost 3 times higher.
So crickets from his fans or what?
Oh, God, no, sweetie. No. Now the new narrative that they're peddling out is that he was again sabotaged by the Browns because he never played with the starters during practice.
Okay.
Which, sure, it does have an impact, but like no backup practices with the starters.
Yeah, babe, you're on the wait list.
And no backup this entire season has played as bad as Shedeur did the other day. It's like being an understudy on Broadway. Like, girl, no one is expecting you to sing as well as Idina Menzel.
But you should at least be able to carry a tune.
But fortunately for literally everyone, Shedeur will be starting for the Browns this week because the starting quarterback is hurt with a concussion, and they are playing the Raiders. So he's practicing with the starters. He's playing a really shitty defense. Well, hopefully, I can't wait to see what the narrative is after he doesn't do well again.
I can't wait.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, literally, who's to say?
Maybe the stands are right. Maybe he is going to take over football. He just needs to practice with the starters.
I would love to be proved wrong.
So this is going to get in a little nitty gritty. I'm just going to explain really quick why he isn't as good as a lot of people think he is. So he has really, really good stats. There are like 4 stats that people look at. The passer rating one that we talked about. But then there's also completion percentage, which is basically like, okay, if I throw the ball to you 4 times, you catch 3 of them, you have a 75% completion percentage. So obviously the higher your completion percentage is, the more you assume that the guy's actually accurate. Mm-hmm. And then the other ones are touchdowns and interceptions. Like how often do you do the best thing and how often do you do the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
One of the stats that fans especially don't really look at are sacks. So sacks are when the defensive line, or honestly anyone in the defense, sacks or tackles the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. That's called a sack.
Okay.
Most of the time, the reason why people don't look at that when it comes to quarterbacks is because usually they assume that the sack is caused not by the quarterback, but by the offensive line, the guy's blocking him.
Like
They screwed up, therefore it's a sack. But a lot of sacks, in fact, for Shedeur, almost all of the sacks are the quarterback's actual fault for holding onto the ball too long.
Oh, God.
Because if they throw the ball away at a certain point, even if it's not caught, yeah, you lose it down, but you go back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Now, Shedeur, like I said, has been coached by his dad for all 8 years of serious football that he's played before this. Mm-hmm. So obviously his dad, when you're a coach's son, he's never going to replace him. Like Shedeur can kind of do whatever he is. And especially like his dad wasn't a quarterback. His dad was a cornerback and then sometimes a wide receiver. His dad is like, literally I looked it up, cockiest athletes of all time. His dad was ranked 3 all time. Okay. Behind Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
That's his dad's level.
Yeah.
And his dad, like Floyd Mayweather, earned it.
Yeah, you're good.
He wasn't cocky. He knew himself.
Mariah Carey can be a diva because she's good.
He's like Mariah Carey, but like a little bit less toxic. Like Deion seems to be like a really great guy. Everybody fucking loves Deion.
Yeah.
He's the man. His son isn't Deion. So this is more my personal belief, but basically his dad kind of insisted that he do this. In college, he would not throw a ball when he wasn't really confident that it would be caught.
Yeah.
And so by doing so, his completion percentage stayed really, really high. And people reading the stats were like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah. He looks really good on paper.
But he would lose so many yards and hurt the team by being sacked constantly. He led the entire college football. He led all of college football in sacks.
Yeah.
That's really bad. And it really hurts the team. Like throughout his entire career at Colorado, they went 13-12. They were barely above 500. Something that we talked about earlier, freaking Mike Tomlin and the Steelers have done for 18 straight years. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not very impressive. He looks really good statistically. Real coaches, which Deion's a real coach, but it's also he's coaching his son, don't care about your completion percentage. Uh-huh. They're looking at very different numbers to tell them how good they are. And also they're just trusting their eyes and being like, yeah, okay, like.
Looks good to me.
Stats look good, but he actually kind of sucks, as you can tell by them losing this game they should have won.
Yeah.
So that's where I think the confusion comes in. I think a lot of people are just straight Deion fans.
Yeah.
Like it's almost political.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you're a freaking diehard Trump fan, the whole Trump family, they're like, can do no wrong.
Yeah.
You know? And it sort of feels like that a lot with this, where it's kind of like, no, he's a Sanders. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, there's a lot of Sanders children. Shedeur is the only one who's even really come close to having a cup of coffee in the NFL. One tried out for a team, got kicked off for fighting immediately.
Yeah.
Shiloh, I think.
Yeah.
Great name, Shiloh Sanders. So that's the issue.
Yeah.
That's where the divide is. The people who are literally be like, yeah, look at him. He doesn't just get sacked. He runs 10 yards backwards.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a quarterback have more 2nd and 27s.
Yeah.
3rd and 32s than Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
It's such an obvious fix. So he could be good. You just have to really train that out of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's sports gossip.
That's sports goss.
But there you go. That's the podcast, right?
Yeah, I think that's it for the pod. I
don't know if we'll do it for next week.
I don't know if we'll have one next week because we'll be gone for Thanksgiving.
Not very thankful of us, is it?
I know, it's not.
We could, but I doubt we do.
I doubt we do, but there's a possibility, but probably not.
You and I get kind of stressed before we
travel. So let's just say no, but if something pops up on your feed, that's just a nice little Thanksgiving treat for you.
And you should be thankful.
So yeah, have a happy holiday week next week if we don't catch ya. And yeah, that's it. That's the pod.
And don't call it Turkey Day.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not like...
It just feels very millennial.
Yeah. Happy Turkey. Like, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing? They're calling birthday Cake Day.
Cakes and candles, King.
It's a birthday. They were born. Thanksgiving. Lincoln invented it, I think. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Towel off or whatever.
Pina
you
colada.
say.